Stability we are going to see here on the basis of roots of the characteristics equation as well as on the basis of their coefficient. How we can decide on the basis of zeros and poles as well as on the basis of coefficient that whether system is stable or marginally stable or unstable. Those things we are going to see here. So still you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it and share with your friends so that maximum people can see it and can get benefits. So here we are seeing, suppose we have some function, we have taken m of s, it has a numerator polynomial and this is the denominator polynomial. So in case of numerator polynomial, if you try to find the solution, so that is going to give us the zeros. Whereas the solution or root of this denominator polynomial is going to give us the poles. So that is the concept of zeros and poles. So zeros is what? Zeros are the roots or solution of the numerator polynomial and poles are the solution or roots of the denominator polynomial. So on the basis of that, we are going to see the condition here. So if all the roots of the characteristic equation. So what is the characteristic equation? The denominator polynomial is the characteristic equation. This can also can be simplified as like we have a1 by s plus p1 plus a2 by s plus p2 and so on. Like this also we can simplify. So this characteristic, the denominator polynomial, when will equate to 0, that is called as the characteristic equation. So that solution of that characteristic equation, if it has negative real parts, okay. So like suppose we have solution like a plus jb. So where a is the real part, b is the imaginary parts. If this real part having negative values, so if negative values is there, then system is what? Stable. So when like here m of s is a upon s plus a plus jb and here a by s plus a minus jb. So this is the a dash. So finally here, if we'll equate this one here, what we'll get here? This part is going to be equal to negative. The real part will be negative. Here also real part is going to be negative. A is the real part here. So for this solution will be s equal to minus a minus jb, and another solution for the second one will be s equal to minus a plus jb. So due to that, we are getting this point. So these poles are represented with the help of cross. So this is one of the pole. This is another poles. So it has complex conjugate roots. That is left side of the S plane. Okay. So when it is left side of the S plane, so finally it is going to represent the stable systems. So that is the here time domain representation. So in case of time domains, we have to take the Laplace inverse of this. And finally, it is being plotted here. So what we are seeing that system is going to become stable here. So here we have a stable system. Another is that if root on negative real axis. So like this situation, here root is where for this s equal to minus a will be the root, which is the on the negative real axis, which is left side of the s plane. So finally, it is again, if you see the impulse response of that system, so that is going to decrease here. So finally, exponentially is going to decay. So that's why system is going to be stable here. Now, another situation is if roots of the characteristic equation have positive real parts, that system is unstable. So here real parts. So here for this first one, this will be a, we have for this one, we have s equal to, if you equate to 0, we'll get here a minus jb, and from the second term here we'll get s equal to a plus jb. So what we are saying that real part is what here? Positive. So that's why poles, one pole is here, another pole is here. Both are on the right side of the S plane. And for that time domain representation of that impulse response, we are seeing that here this is exponentially going to increase. That response is going to increase here. So finally, it is the unstable system. And another condition that if root is on the positive real axis. So here root is what? S equal to A. So that is the right side of the S plane on the positive x-axis. And again, if you see that impulse response here by using the Laplace inverse, so again, it is going to increase. So that's why it is the unstable system. And next, another condition we have, if characteristic equation has repeated roots on the imaginary axis. Okay, roots are repeated on the imaginary axis. Like here, uh, if you see that it is the here order second order, here also second order, so that's why it has two roots. So one will be plus, another is a minus. So here repeated roots are there, here also repeated roots are here. So that's a double pair of roots are on the imaginary axis. And so time response of this for the impulse function, you are seeing that it is going to increase here, so that's why it is the unstable. Another condition we have, if characteristic equation has single root at the origin. So this condition we are seeing here, single root is at the origin. So in that case, it is going to be marginally stable. So right side, it is showing the impulse response. So in the time domain by using the Laplace inverse, so that is the marginally stable if roots is going to lie, single root is going to lie at the origin. Whereas if pair of roots of the imaginary axis, then it is again marginally stable. So here for this both case, we'll have a pair of roots that is on the imaginary axis. So that's why it is going to be the again marginally stable. The right side we have impulse response. Okay. So these are the different conditions on the basis of roots of the characteristic equation. Now we have another situation where we are going to see the stability on the basis of the coefficient, and due to that is unfulfillment of this condition, later we have RH criteria that also we are going to see. So here what is the condition? If all the coefficients are positive and no coefficient is zero, okay, then all the roots are in the left of the S-plane. So when all the roots will be on the left of the S-plane, so finally it is going to be the S-tables. So what is the condition here? All the coefficients are positives and none of the coefficient is zero. Then all roots is going to lie in the left side of the S-plane. If any coefficient is equal to 0, then some of the roots will be on the imaginary axis or maybe right of the S-plane. Then system is going to be unstable. It is if on the imaginary axis, then marginally stable. If any coefficient is negative, then at least one root is in the right of S-plane. So when coefficient is negative and root is in the right of the S-plane, the system is what? Unstable. So finally from here we'll see that roots will be with negative real part, all coefficient will be what here? Positive. So here we are going to correlate the coefficient with the roots. The roots with the roots having negative real part. So then all coefficients are positive. So when all coefficients are positive and roots are in the negative real part, so that is going to lie in the left side of the S-plane. So this condition is always true and system will be stable. Whereas if all coefficient is positive, then it is not sure that roots will have negative real parts. So when roots will not have negative real parts, so that in that case, roots are going to lie in the right side of the S-plane. So system will become unstable. And if it is going to lie on the imaginary axis, then it will be marginally stable. So due to this confusion, we have concept of the RH, that is the root adjust criteria, that we are going to see in the next part. So you go through this, any doubt is there, you can write in the comment. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.